Get your money to the gym.
All right.
My name is Donald Graves, and the topic I'm discussing today is the Fairness Doctrine. For an introduction, the Fairness Doctrine is the FCC, abbreviated for Federal Communications Commission, policy created in 1949 requiring media broadcast license owners to air different opinions about controversial issues, at the same time regulating how much time each media station owner receives to discuss their personal issues about a controversial issue. Over time, the doctrine's purpose intended to promote a diversity of opinions, but however it failed. Instead, the doctrine did the opposite, which led media stations to practice free speech, basically the First Amendment. In 1985, since the Fairness Doctrine did not meet its primary goal, President Reagan and his administration vetoed the doctrine. Now today, this unsuccessful doctrine is being reconsidered back into law because Democrats and Congress believe that the airwaves are not being used wisely and effectively for the public. So they plan to shut down, regulate which media stations are allowed to be aired, and choosing what they can discuss. With this idea, for my major claim, Congress does not need to reconsider reenacting the Fairness Doctrine into law. The three claims why the Fairness Doctrine should not be reconsidered. For my first claim, the Fairness Doctrine completely violates the rights of media stations. Now, since the Fairness Doctrine's new purpose is to regulate what issues media stations can discuss, media talk show hosts believe this goes against their rights of freedom of speech, which is related to the First Amendment of the Constitution. The First Amendment clearly states that Congress should make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. Supporting the rights of media stations, FCC Commissioner Robert McDowell quotes, "If you have the government dictating content policy, you will have a big First Amendment problem." Continuing with the first claim, by depicting what media stations can discuss, the Fairness Doctrine declares it will increase the amount of opinions. However, this does not at all increase diverse opinions, and vice versa. This diminishes the opinions. Telling what the media stations can discuss on air will reduce the amount of people tuning and supporting that media station because those people do not want to listen to what they do not want to hear. With less people tuning into and supporting a media station, the talk has minimal discussion about any issue, which leads to a shortage of money. With a shortage of money, this particular media station cannot produce anymore. Ultimately, you have a good quantity of people out of a quality job, which is hard to recover from, especially in the United States economy. Leading to my second claim, the Fairness Doctrine cannot discontinue an increasing amount of media stations. The Fairness Doctrine claims it will limit the number of airwaves for media stations so every media station can have equal time for opinions. Question: why would you have equal time if you why would you want equal time if you can tune to any media station? Today, you have too many resources such as the internet, newspapers, magazines, and even cell phones to not hear a variety of opinions. Continuing with this thought, the government can not regulate all these resources. While the Fairness Doctrine was abandoned and not being used in law, many media stations drastically grew over time. According to statistics by the National Association of Broadcasters, when the Fairness Doctrine was first introduced, only 2,881 radio and 98 television stations existed. By 1960, 4,309 radio and 569 television stations existed. By 1989, numbers grew over 10,000 radio stations and 1,400 television stations. Related to this time period, the number of radios being used went from 85.2 million to 527.4 million, while for televisions, it went from 4 million to 175 million. So how is the government going to decrease these numbers of stations or regulate the airwaves? With this thought, it leads me to my third and final claim. Enacting the Fairness Doctrine requires a great cost and support. Due to the Fairness Doctrine's goal of limiting the number of airwaves, this act, of course, will take a great amount of profit. Relating to the previous statistics, the government is going to have to to decrease the large number of radio and television stations. In order to make this plan happen, according to the statistics of National Associations of Broadcasters, again, Congress will have to approve a sweeping deregulation of $10 billion, decreasing media stations to 11,000, limiting an individual or a company from owning more than 2 AM and 2 FM media stations nationally. This price is extremely too high and is not a major issue. The United States could spend the budget wisely on improving other major issues such as welfare or their economy. Relating to this matter, even President Obama Barack states he does not support reimposing the fairness doctrine on broadcasters. He considers this debate to be a distraction from the conversation we should be having about because he considers we should have opening up the airways and modern communication to as many diverse viewpoints. Remember, the Democrats wanted this doctrine to be enacted again, so how can the leader of the Democratic Party in the United States go against this doctrine?